End of the line, Megan, take one.
There's really a lot to unpack here in this year's musical, and it's going to be really hard to pull this off in 3 months.
Back in March, I realized that we would not be able to do a fall play. The thought came to me then that maybe we could just do this thing virtually, but not Zooming, but doing it by recording each individual actor. But I did come across one called The Theory of Relativity, which was available and could be streamed. So then we got to work. I talked to Mr. Grove, Mr. Ben Grove, who's the musical director, and we set about creating this virtual musical.
When I first saw that the show was going to be a musical, I was surprised because we usually do a play, and it kind of threw me off at first. But when we did the first read-through, I thought it was going to be very interesting to do.
When we first read the script, all the cast members were like, oh my god, like we're so excited, and kept asking each other, like, did you read the script? Did you read the script? And I'm so excited to see how it turned out.
The way I feel about this year's musical is honestly a little bit mixed. Because when I think of like doing things like in the theater and stuff, I think about doing it on the stage. Because that's usually where it takes place. And obviously we can't do it on the stage this year due to the COVID restrictions and all that stuff. In terms of acting, it's going to be hard because you don't have anyone to play off of. Normally on the stage I would be like, okay, I'm going to be saying this stuff, and they're going to have X reactions, and that's going to give me the stimulus in order to respond.
Our director, Mr. Hughes, is so great. He works so well with everyone, and he's so he knows exactly what he's doing, and so it's so nice. He's been directing plays for over 50 years, and we're so lucky to have him. One of the biggest things that sets him apart from the other directors and anyone nearby is that he always has a solution to every problem, especially the whole COVID scenario. We felt very lucky that we were able to do a play in the first place.
The first scene in the show is very, very happy and go lucky, which is amazing, especially through COVID. It's so important for everybody to stay hype and happy all the time, so.
We're all so used to performing live for musicals that using the cameras is going to be kind of a weird transition.
As a freshman doing a musical, it's kind of new and exciting, but also it's really different because I've heard different things about the musical. I was really good and stuff and super fun, but with COVID, it's kind of working out all differently, but I'm really excited to film.
Listening to some of the songs at first, they seem simple enough, but for example, the acapellas, as you go on, they get more complex and they build off of each other, so that will really be a step up for us.
Okay. Ready? And sing.
Mr. Grove helps us go over the songs and make sure that we're ready for the musical. I've known Mr. Grove since my first show here in Oklahoma, and he basically plays piano, helps us get our songs down, and makes sure that we're ready for the show.
End of the line, Megan, take one.
Why would I be seen with such a social refugee? 'Cause you always look good next to me. That's right. So we were Jenny and Sarah, a vulgar display. The queen of the prom and her weird protege. So the two roles in this song were Jenny and Sarah, and I'm playing Jenny, and Meg's playing Sarah. And Sarah's supposed to be this nerdy girl, and I'm supposed to be this prom queen. And then we kind of reverse roles at the end when we both enter college, and it's almost just like karma, so.